Everybody, Black Ninja 797 here, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys my very first few wins in Fall Guys Season 2. Fall Guys Season 2 is now out on the PS4 and also on the PC. And Fall Guys Season 2 has a set of brand new content, such as brand new Battle Pass, brand new skins, and they even have a couple of new courses too. Some of them are kind of like remakes or reimaginings of the old ones. But there is like a decent set of modes in here. Now, I only got to end up playing a few. I didn't actually manage to get them all on the video just because it took a while to end up actually being able to find them because there's no solid playlist just for Season 2. But luckily, I was able to get a couple at random, and this is one of them. This is the new race, Night Fever. The theme for Season 2 is actually medieval themes, so it's actually going to be like Vikings and like Scandinavian themed stuff. And this race is actually pretty damn cool. I like this race. It's actually a lot more fun than some of the other races we've had. And it's definitely a nice change of pace. It doesn't necessarily bring in too many new things. It still kind of just reskins of certain mechanics such as swinging items or moving items. But there is one thing at the end, which is the drawbridge, which definitely is new. And they also add in holes into the map, so it makes so that way you actually can fall through a lot easier rather than just waiting for you to just inevitably fall off. And they also have that pink roller spike thing. So I guess there's some new stuff, but they're really just different shapes of pre-existing things. That would be like the jelly bean pusher, or that would be like the donut thing, as I call it. And then these axes would just be reskins of everything else. They have also a slime slide, which is pretty cool here. It's very simplistic. It's cute. I like this map. It's not my favorite by all means. It's actually quite, you know, just average. But the fact that it is a new one, the fact that it's not something like Tail Tag Remastered, definitely makes me smile. So this is the last part. This is actually the very end of the map. This is just the drawbridge. If you actually manage to end up getting across this, you're essentially a shoo-in. Really, I would say that the toughest part is that spinning sideways axe piece. Not the one there, but the one that's coming up ahead here where the furry's running into. Just because that one, if you end up getting hit by it, you're almost guaranteed to fall off. There is no proper way that you can avoid that unless you're chilling on the corner, and when it flings past you, run while you're on the corner while it's the farthest possible away from you. Stand in the middle, then do it again. Because if you try to end up seeing if you can try to juke it out, you're most likely going to end up getting hit. So Night Fever is okay. It's not my favorite map. I still would say that my favorite in the whole entire game is Slime Climb, just because I'm good at that and you can get a lot of people elimed from it. I would say that overall, Night Fever, I would end up giving roughly about a 7. It's not that bad. Definitely is a good start, and it's not that bad. It's one of the only few new ones, because one of the other new ones, which you will not see in this game, is going to be, what is it called? It is called... I want to say it's Fall Guys, but I know it's not Fall Guys. It's a mini game that was in the trailer where you have to take these blocks and you have to move them up to a wall so you can make a staircase for yourself. I think it's called something like Wall Guys or Door Guys. Yeah, I think it's called Wall Guys. Yeah, Wall Guys. Yeah, so Wall Guys is the other new game mode, and you have to take these steps that you make out of blocks, and you have to use them to try to be able to stack up your way to the finish line. The problem is, though, is it's like a team mode without being a team mode. If it was a team mode, it actually wouldn't be that bad. But the problem is, though, is that it's a free-for-all, so a lot of people just sit on the blocks and wait for you to align it for them, so a lot of people just camp, and it's not fun. But that's just kind of what it is at the end of the day. They actually have a new LTM in this game now, where you actually can play the game without the team modes. It's called like Gauntlet Showdown or something like that, and it's literally just Fall Guys without the team modes. Go figure how that all the people that want team modes gone now they got their own playlist. But it was only available for like a week, so it looks like it's already gone. I was thinking originally when they said gauntlets, I thought it was just the races, but apparently it's just the team modes, which I thought was very interesting. So with Fall Guys Season 2 brings 4 new maps. Technically 2 of them are remasters. One of them is called Egg Siege, which is just Egg Scramble on a new map. And then the other one is called, I believe, Hoop Showdown, which is actually Hoopsie Daisy, which is a team mode, but they made it a free-for-all. And what it is that you all spawn in on a giant different course, and the first to 6 will be able to end up being able to qualify. There's not exactly a set time or anything, it's just that you have like a random amount of people, and if you can get 6 or more points, you move on to the next round. And you have to do this until a certain amount of people qualify. So I don't think it's Elam based. I just think it's about how many people can make it. So that one's pretty cool. I would say that's also probably another good one. Although I'd probably say that Hoop Showdown, and also I'd probably say, the Siege one. Those are kind of just okay. Really, Viking Fever is probably the best one out of all of them, just because it's new and it's fun and it's a race. But I would have to probably say, like, Hoop Showdown or Hoop Master, whatever the Hoop mode is. I'm not too familiar with the names yet, but that one's definitely a pretty good contender. Just because Egg Siege is still Egg Scramble to me, even though it's a lot better. Egg Siege plays a lot better than Egg Scramble does, because the map is so big and redesigned in its favor. And then just Wall Guys is just, that's just bad. I don't like that mode whatsoever. So, I would say the game modes, they're all pretty fair. The problem is, though, is that you only get them so much. There's no playlist for specifically just the Season 2 modes, Season 2 modes, just because the game has a limited amount of modes as is already, so the game can't go based off of just 4 modes. Plus, also, as well, there's no brand new finale, so you would have to recycle the old finales. I was hoping that there would be a new finale. That would have been really, really cool. I would have liked that a lot. Even if they just moved an old game mode, such as, you know, making Slime Climb a finale or something like that, that would be kind of cool. They still also have the randomness factor to the old maps. They still have the Yeetus and Cheetus update applied, where the maps do get randomly generated. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. It still makes the game fresh. I'm just a little bit worried because Fall Guys may or may not already be suffering from the lack of content fatigue, such as what happened with Apex. Because that's what happened with Apex, was the lack of content. Because it's not something like I'm worried about, like Among Us or something taking over Fall Guys. If people like Among Us, that's fine. But Fall Guys is still definitely really popular. But the one thing that will keep everybody involved with Fall Guys is that there's content. That goes more than just specifically cosmetics. We're going to need new modes, and here's hoping that it's not like once every season we luckily can get a couple of modes. I'm hoping that they will implement them more often, even if they do it in the form of what Rainbow and Ubisoft do, where they just remake the old modes. I like the fact that the new modes are there, but I also do like the fact that the old modes are RNG sometimes, where they're now all of a sudden hammers or whatever, because it does mix things up, and it makes it that way you have to play differently, and you can't just watch one video and have only one single strategy that you do the whole entire goddamn time of the whole entire game's life cycle. I'm literally calling out Apex on this one. It's a good game, but it got boring really fast. Anyway, so I like that. The new Battle Pass is also pretty damn cool. I didn't show it off too much in this video just because I didn't really particularly care. The Battle Pass has a Goblin skin and a Viking skin. Those are the most notable skins, because the Goblin skin is the tier 1 skin, or the default skin, like how the Furry was last time. And the Viking is the final skin in the Battle Pass, or in this case, that would be like how there was the Caveman last season. So that would be like the tier 40, or in this case, the tier 100 skin. And there's also a couple of other ones in between. They also updated the item shop. Like there was a Princess skin on day 1 for Kudos, which was pretty sweet. The Battle Pass also does offer a lot more crowns this time around. They're a lot more friendly with the crowns. You can actually earn up to, I believe, 26 crowns in the Battle Pass just by itself, which is really, really cool, because the last season you could only earn up to 3, which was not enough for any skin that was win-based, except for, I think, the Monkey. I think the Monkey was the only win skin you could get that was really cheap, because it was like 1 per outfit piece. And the Monkey is just kind of like the basic. You knew that people could have just earned it right away. I like the ability to know that I was able to show off my skins. But however, though, theoretically, if people did save their crowns up now, there's no proper way you can just look at somebody's skin and be like, oh yeah, he won, because you can be like, oh, they got it from the Battle Pass crowns. So it kind of does lose its novelty there. It's fun how I can be able to earn it. Now that I have the ability to earn this many crowns, I theoretically could get any skin that I want for wins. And also the fact that there's also sometimes the limited ones with the crossovers. I like the idea of getting the crossover ones, but the thing is, though, is like I said, the skins kind of lose their novelty if you know you could just wait for the Battle Pass. I liked the idea of like having it where if you won, you could wear a skin and show that off to people. Now that novelty kind of went away. That Season 1 has a charm. With Fall Guys, I got a OG skin, or I got a rare skin through the fact that they gifted that unicorn one to everybody. That one is a rare skin. It's an alternate version of the unicorn. I know it is the unicorn skin, but it's the rare one that you will only have if you played the game from a certain time period. So that's kind of like the Skull Trooper equivalent in this game, I guess. Because I believe every single skin is going to recycle in eventually, unless they have a gap one where they wait a while. And I would say the Ninja, the Royal Ninja, is probably my favorite win-based skin. I just need the pants. I just need it to cycle back into the shop, because they cycle in separately, not together. And once I get that, I'll have a full win skin, which will be pretty cool. I don't need a crossplay skin just because the idea behind it was that only if I enjoyed it, I would get it, or just that I want a rare skin and I already got the unicorn skin. It's just kind of interesting how it plays out. Fall Guys, it's definitely a good game. I can just already see myself like getting bored of this game pretty fast. It's not a bad game by any means. It's kind of like the same logic with Apex. Not a bad game, but it can get boring. And there's nothing to say that I can't ever go back or just, you know, simply just play in my free time. When it comes to games in general, like a big impact of whether or not I'm going to play a game is if I'm enjoying it, my friends are enjoying it, and also if I can record it, and I at least want to get one of those, if not ideally two or all the above. Because if I'm not enjoying the game and neither are my friends and I can't record it, the game's pretty much automatically a no-go. If I can record it and I don't enjoy it, I will occasionally make a video, you know, but very rarely. And then also the last one is just if me and my friends happen to enjoy it. I'll play a game if I definitely enjoy it. I just won't necessarily make videos on it. But it does help if I can make videos on it because I do want to always be making content for you guys. And I feel like sometimes if I'm not playing a recordable game, I'm wasting time. It's funny how YouTubers think compared to normal gamers. You guys may never have to ever have that thought. But yeah, sometimes I only play a game if I think I can record it, which is unfortunate. But I'm trying to tell myself not to do that. With certain games too, I'm also just trying to start moving on because some games will be stuck on last gen, and I don't necessarily know if they're guaranteed to have cross-gen, cross-play, you know, stuff like that. Things like Apex, like another example with Apex. Apex now has a cross-play update, or it's a cross-play beta, so now that's cool. But the thing is, though, is that unless you play specifically on the PC, I don't know if Apex is going to be able to have lobby searching issues, because even with cross-play, I don't know if it's coming to next gen and going to have next gen crossplay, which is a shame because I do still like that game even though it's boring, and I would like it to continue on. I would like a lot of my games to be able to continue on to the next gen consoles because I like the trend that we're going with games where it doesn't necessarily have to be just a one and done on that platform. I like how we can move on, which is pretty cool, and be able to bring it with our next-gen consoles. So I'm hoping that the Xbox and the PlayStation both stick with their word of, you know, cross-gen, cross-play, backwards compatibility, all that stuff. Because if you can have your game on all the same platforms, that's definitely amazing. Even though I do like definitely going back and collecting old consoles and, you know, old games and stuff like that, that's cool to me. So yeah, we're kind of wrapping things up here with Hexagon. Hexagon is the exact same, even though it's visually different now. The colors are changed and the platforms moved down differently. It's very funny. The games all definitely have a graphic update. The game altogether has a graphic update, even though I am using a new capture card. It definitely just looks shinier and looks better. And it's really funny how that the new graphics are actually in my favor, because now I can judge Hex better. It allowed me to win this game because it was actually one square or tile away from losing, and I actually managed to barely have one more tile in order to end up winning the game. So I was actually able to win, and now I got my first crown of Season 2. I do have another win that's in my back pocket, but I'm going to actually just make that a separate video, just because the one time when I tried to make a Fall Guys video where I had multiple wins, I only showed the whole entire game, and I didn't cut it up. And the problem was, though, is that I made like a 20 to 30 minute video and didn't really catch on. So I either need to cut out everything and like work on cutting it better, or I just need to end up just having them be their own videos. So I'm just going to try this and see how it works. I'm also going to use this video as a baseline just to see if you guys want to see more Fall Guys during Season 2, because I feel like that now is the proper time to ask. So if you guys end up enjoying Fall Guys still and you do want to see the brand new season, let me know if you do want to see any more Fall Guys in the future, because I could just play on my own and, you know, not necessarily make videos on it. But if there is a audience retention, I will definitely do so. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys ended up enjoying. Let me know if you, once again, want to see more Fall Guys, and I hope you guys end up enjoying. If you did, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I hope you guys enjoyed another YouTube video from the most unique YouTuber you'll ever see. Peace out, guys.